Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 50 and up who love their tech. Even though I said at one point in one of my videos that smartphones are getting stagnant, they, in a sense, reached a plateau to how much innovation can be made on the smartphone. They're just now the same. They've been the same for years. Their functionality has been the same for years. For example, with Apple, Apple has maintained the look of their phone for many, many years, and people still buy them, despite it not changing. This particular style has been around for 6 years or so, until they changed their plateau. But it still basically looks the same. Apple doesn't really change much about its hardware or how the phone looks aesthetically. Samsung has, I would say, been a little brave as to how they took their approach on being innovative on phones. They did change. They're changing more towards Apple, where, for example, the best phone that I think Samsung has ever made, the S5, with that removable plastic back where you can change the battery, put in a SIM card, put in a micro SD card. There are so many things. It was an IR blaster. You can control your TV. It was a tech device for techies. It was made for tech people. Ever since then, they've went the way of Apple, where they started to close off the backing so you can't replace the battery. Of course, there's always ways to do it, but just looking at it, you can't. They've changed their OS to make it look more Apple-like. It's just, and I understand why they do that, but like I said, they've been a little more innovative. For example, with the Fold series, a phone that you can open up to a wider screen, that is amazing. That is totally amazing, and that is all Samsung. But not a lot of people are into folding phones. Not a lot of people are into Apple phones. Not a lot of people are into certain features that are on other phones. And so that's where they get the phone that they think is going to be good for how they want to use it. That's what a lot of phone companies focus on to help sell their phones. The newer processor, and especially the cameras and how they take pictures and things like that. But from what I've been noticing, cameras and processors really don't sell a phone anymore. People are going to buy it regardless of the processor or the camera. No one really cares if it's going to be 25% faster than last year, or the cameras are going to have super details. No one just says, I'm buying the phone just for the camera or just for the processor. It's still going to work regardless. There are people that still have phones that are 6 years old in their hands that still work, that still has a camera, that still has a processor, but it still works for them. So I believe processors and cameras don't sell phones anymore. And what I've noticed is that for today, what sells a phone are the features, are the particular things that you can do on that phone that you can't do on another phone or another manufacturer's phone. Like I said, I've been looking, just checking out YouTube videos, and I came to the realization that phone companies are now focusing on having features on their phones and using those features to help sell their phones. I've just been seeing that for the past couple of years. And one video that I've checked out on YouTube this past summer that caught my eye, that really made me come to truly believe my realization about features, is this video right here by How To Men. This video, the title reads, "Get all those same exclusive features from every Android software." So this video basically showed you how to get particular features that are exclusive to certain Android phones, all on the phone that you already have, which is kind of cool. Because again, a lot of people now are seeing these particular features on these phones, and they're liking those features, and they're buying the phones because of those features. It'll be great if every phone can have every feature, but that wouldn't be good either, because there would not be a lot of competition. There would not be a lot of innovation in phones, or from companies to say, hey, buy my phone. My phone does this. Hey, buy my phone. Our cameras do this. So sometimes you need it in order to have the competition and to keep these companies on their toes, because they're getting all their money from consumers who buy their products to continue to, I wouldn't say appease us, but to, I would say, attract us to getting their products. And so I checked out this video and I did use some of the features or the ways to get the features on Android phones on my phone, and it worked out pretty well. This was a very well-made video, so I'll leave it in the comment section so that you can check it out for yourself and see if you can do that on your phone. But Apple phones have features that you can never get on an Android phone, and vice versa as well. And so what I was saying to myself, I said, I wonder what type of features do all of the individual phones have. So I went on Google and I typed in list of exclusive features on smartphones and got this. And not sure if this list is accurate. I'm pretty sure it's not total. It's not a total list. It's just giving examples of features. For example, on Google Pixel, if you like Google Pixel, then you probably like the AI photo editing. Let's see, and they have these particular features for AI photo editing. Best Take, which merges multiple group photos to ensure everyone has their best expression. Interesting. Magic Eraser, that's on Samsung as well, removes unwanted objects. And Zoom Enhance uses generative AI to sharpen detail when digitally zooming in on photos. Now that's interesting because again, what used to cell phones were the megapixel cameras, 48 megapixels, 200 megapixels on Samsung phones. So if you do take a picture and you crop in, you can get a lot of detail because you have a lot of megapixels taken on the photo. But with this, you don't really need a great camera because AI is going to sharpen the details for you when you crop in for a photo. That is cool. So again, cameras don't sell phones anymore. AI has changed that. Google Pixels also have call management features. So they got a call screen, which automatically answers unknown calls and shows you a real-time transcript. Wow. Hold for me. Now this is cool. Takes your place on hold when you're waiting for a business to pick up and notifies you when a live agent is on the line. You don't have to hold it to your ear for 40 minutes anymore. Put the phone down, the phone will let you know. That is kind of cool. Google Pixels also have Live Translate, which other phones have, and car crash detection, which is something that was mainly on Apple phones for a minute. And Key 2 charging. Pixel 10 includes magnetic. Oh yeah, I did see that from their new lineup of phones from in August. That they now have MagSafe. I'll just call it MagSafe because that's what Apple introduced on their phones years ago. Now Google has it. So basically, these phones are just borrowing from each other. So if one phone had something for a couple of years, one phone's going to get and say, hey, look at what we got now. So it's not really exclusive, but they're just basically saying, we like the idea that you had, we're going to take it and use it on ours as well. Now with Samsung, that's just a small list, and I have my Fold 5 to demonstrate some of the features. One feature that I truly like that I haven't seen on any other phone, this right here. The Edge panel is awesome. Why is it awesome? You can have so many apps on your dock, but let's say you wanted some more apps, but you couldn't add any more apps on your dock. Use your Edge panel to put some of your other favorite apps on here where you don't have to necessarily go to your apps drawer to get apps. You can just use it from your dock and then go to your panel if you needed to use some other favorite apps that you use. Other things from this list that Gemini created. Galaxy AI is an advanced suite of AI features, blah, 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 foldable phones, bam. Secure folder, it creates a private encrypted space on your phone to hide apps and files. For you that are trying to be sneaky, that got your side chicks and stuff, bam for that. So that's why probably a lot of you got Samsungs. S Pen support, bam. Not with the Fold 7. So, not trying to brag, Fold 7 users, but yep, I still have my S Pen, still use that on my Fold 5. Wireless power share lets you use your phone to wirelessly charge other compatible devices. I think other phones do that too, or other phones borrow from that. DeX, that is unique. Even though Google is now trying to do the desktop version, their desktop version of DeX for their phones when you plug it into a computer. Sport Monitor, and AquaTouch. What the heck is this? Select models feature enhanced display technology that keeps the screen responsive even when wet. Okay, so that's a feature, but probably not something that I would be concerned about. I mean, unless you're at a beach and you're a swimmer, then yeah, that can be great for that. And here's Apple's list. But I can tell you one thing on the list that definitely is hands down the best: iMessaging, period, end of story. These fully integrated services offer a seamless, and I mean seamless, communication experience with end-to-end encryption. That is the hot business. Apple also offers Apple Intelligence, which is a type of AI. ProRes and ProRAW, that's for camera images, or Pro models support high-quality ProRes video and ProRAW photo capture for professional-grade creative workflows. Messages via satellite. In emergency situations, the iPhone can use satellites to connect with emergency services or send messages. That can be useful if you're in an accident. Pretty cool. Dynamic Island, which is that big old notch at the top of the phone. LiDAR scanner, exclusively on Pro models. This improves low-light autofocus, portrait photography, and augmented reality (AR) applications. Okay, cool. Ceramic Shield, that's been introduced on the iPhone 17s. And exclusive glass technology used on the iPhone screen for enhanced durability. But it can still crack though, because they said that same thing for Gorilla Glass, and that still cracked. Now, if you're one of the few that like the Nothing phone, they have these particular features. I have no idea what they are, so here's the list. And you can vouch for it in the comment section if you have a Nothing phone. If you like these features, then tell me about it, because again, I don't know about it. Never had a Nothing phone. I used to have one OnePlus phone years ago when they first was introduced. I think it was a OnePlus 7. I can't even remember. But OnePlus has these features that I don't know about right now, because I haven't had a OnePlus phone in many years. But let me read this one. Gaming tools, a performance overlay for serious mobile gamers. There are some companies that have something like that for their phones as well. I believe Samsung does. No. What's the name of that company? Red Magic. Red Magic probably has something like that, because they do or make basically gaming phones. So that were just examples of features that these phones have. And again, a lot of people gravitate towards buying a phone because today of the particular features it has. So if you like folding phones, then you go into Samsung, or there's other companies that are starting to make folding phones as well, mainly outside of the US. But you have this option, Samsung for the most part. If you want ProRes and ProRAW video and pictures, you're going to go with Apple for those professional looking shots, because they usually have better cameras than most phones anyway. So if you like good cameras, then Apple's the way to go. Not trying to knock down Samsung or any other phone manufacturer, but Samsung's cameras are very decent as well. And of course, if you want to find out more about features on phones, go to YouTube. There's lots of people that made videos that talk about exclusive features that are on particular phones. So look it up, see what features that you haven't seen on the phone that you already have, or check out features that are on phones that you don't have that may gravitate you to get a phone from a different manufacturer. You never know. You don't have to be stuck on just one particular manufacturer unless you truly like what they provide. Because I've been with Samsung for many years because I like what they provided for me in usage of a phone. But I'm back to here because of iMessaging. I can't get enough of this. I'm communicating with my wife who has an iPhone. So you can check out some videos on YouTube and check out How To Man, because he's definitely an Android head. I mean, he does dib and dab with Apple devices and probably other phones too, but he is definitely an Android head, and you can learn a lot from this dude about features on your phones, different phones, and stuff like that. So check him out. He has some good stuff. Subscribe to him if you think you like his content as well. And not just subscribe to him, subscribe to me too. So if you enjoyed this video about me talking about features, because that's what I believe that are selling phones right now, if you like the content, then definitely leave me a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video.